Islam, Moorish. Islam. 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 Praise Allah. Praise Allah. We begin all things in the name of the mercy. These days, the one who came to inform us that we were not Negroes, we're not black people, we're not colored. He taught us that we're not demonstrating the names or principles that delude to slavery. That was the ultimate purpose, is to free us, to truly liberate us from mental slavery. There's so much that we need. There's so much that we have needed. But Allah has blessed us with everything that we need. The Prophet reportedly said, I have given you everything that it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. I don't want to do that. We want to be the hero. The most renowned of human character. What is he but the bubble of this weakness? We want to save everybody except for myself. We arguing with one another because somebody didn't do what you thought they should have did. We holding grudges with people because ain't nobody ever there for me. Yeah. Yep. Wow. We gotta find balance. We need to find balance. You know, these lessons right here, this is the book of the adab. Yes. Bear witness. Look right here. But how often do we go through a situation and want to go to the path? We already was. Everybody wants some knowledge. All right, so what you gonna do after you know? And then even in the search for knowledge, you still don't know if you're not being what you know. Absolutely. So what we want to do? See, it's deep because we're taught in our Holy Quran that cruelty makes the world awry. Which means that cruelty makes the world is going in the wrong direction. That's right. We gotta learn some things. We gotta learn some degrees. The Prophet talked about the fundamental principles that are desired for the civilization of our posterity. Do you feel like you live in a civilized society? Do you feel like you live in a civilized society? How is it possible to live in a civilized society when a good percentage of our young brothers and sisters are walking around with savage written across their chest? It's glorified. The shame and the glory are misplaced. You want to know everything about the world, everything about the sun, the moon, the stars, everything about the largest books, and you want to know about some law. You don't want to know about how to get your character in order. You don't want to know about how to control your etherical vibration. You don't want to know about how you come in somebody's presence and you give a high vibration or a pleasant odor. We don't want to learn how to do that. We still, listen, we doing what they do. And then we want to talk about them. Teach. Come on. Teach. That's right. These are the degrees of human equality. Teach. Listen, we can't look at them with scorn because we're supposed to be those that know better. If we know better, we'll realize, listen, there ain't no compulsion in this demonstration either. You don't have to be super Moorish American. You don't have to be trying to convert everybody outside. And I know it ain't a conversion, Moorish, but deal with me where I'm at. People think that you out to convert people. Oh, you got to go out and lay hands on people. You not black. You not black. Come on, Mom, they ain't going to accept you like that. Get your demonstration in order. Be the message. You don't have to say a thing.
That's right.
Look like who you say you are and carry yourself in a certain manner. You gotta say a word.
There we go.
I'm not out there trying to lay hands on everybody. Come on. Are you serious? And this is the thing, Moors, mental illness is at an all-time high right now.
It is.
Diagnosed and undiagnosed. Even within ourselves. If the prophet already gave us the lessons, he gave us the literature that let us know that this minute you can be a god, and the next below a worm. One moment he willeth, and the next he willeth not, and another you know not whether he willeth or not. Yet neither ease nor pain have fixed themselves on, even within ourselves. Listen, if we going through that, that's mental illness right there. But that's what we're trying to learn how to demonstrate the degree of the house of what they call the Sphinx. We're trying to rise above that beastly nature. We're trying to rise above inconstancy, intemperance, despair, vanity, fear, all of it. But it's a blessing to be in a place where you know what the issue is. But you have to see yourself in the lesson. If you don't see yourself in the lesson, then you're here for nothing. You're here for nothing. If you don't see yourself in this, you're here for nothing. Many people, they say don't judge a book by its cover. You know, this cover is powerful, but I'm going to just talk about the size of the pamphlet. The size of the pamphlet. People look at, oh, I read that already. Yeah, I'm going to read that this weekend. All right, so after you read it, what? If you don't know how to activate it, if you don't know how to navigate through life with it, if you're just looking at this as another good book, what you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? We're here for a reason. When I'm talking to our transitional Sunday school about Moors, the prophet said that we had fundamental principles desired for the civilization of our posterity. I don't feel like the posterity has been civilized in the days we live in. Which means that you have to be taught something else. You can't do what everybody else do. It's too dangerous for you to do what everybody else do.
That's right.
It's too many pockets of death. Remember, the lower self, listen, it offers pleasure, joy, and satisfying gain, but it gives unrest, misery, and death.
That's right.
If you want some life more, you gotta do something else. Obedience to law. These are fundamentals. Before you can think or dream about demonstrating what this flag represents, you gotta learn some fundamentals. The fundamentals are the basics. Before I step on the court with the greatest players in the NBA, I need to learn the basics, right? You can't put me on a team opposite of LeBron. It's not gonna work. You can't put me on a team opposite of Bill Russell right now. It's not gonna work. How many of you brothers think that you could throw hands with Freddie Roach? Yeah, Freddie Roach, he's the trainer boxing. He's a boxing trainer that has Parkinson's disease. But I guarantee you, listen, many of us, we cannot go hands with Freddie Roach. What I'm saying is, you gotta learn the fundamentals. Regardless of how young you think you are, regardless of how smart you or intelligent you think you are, you need to learn the basics. Period. Obedience to law, something as simple as that.
That's right.
Making your meetings promptly, something as simple as that. Being a part and parcel of all uplifting acts, something as simple as that. Paying your dues, contributing. You got people that don't want to contribute. And I'm not just talking about here, I'm talking about in society. You got Moors that think because they put this on, oh, I don't gotta pay taxes. Okay. You do understand why your streets look the way they do, right? You do understand why the crime rate is as high as in your area as it is in others, right? You do wonder why your schools are the worst in right? You better think twice about paying them taxes. And not only paying them taxes, you have to learn about the process. How is that managed? And where are you at in the process? Children, fundamental principles. Obedience to law. You gotta learn how to be obedient. Obedience is the first step on the 12-step ladder. That's the first degree. Teach him obedience and he shall what?
Bless thee.
That's how I do it. Before it gets to that, it says, consider thou art a parent. The importance of thy trust and being thou hast produced, it is thy duty to support. Upon thee also it dependeth whether the child of thy bosom be a blessing or a curse unto thyself, a useful or worthless member to the community. That's on us. And it's not just biological parents.
That's right.
That's on us. More, our children need to be taught in a certain way. The next thing, the next degree is respect. Respect. Listen, tell our children.
Yes.
I understand they getting used to these forms, and sometimes in my house we got double back. You said what? What was that tone in your voice right there? You had that little quiver in your voice for a minute. I thought I heard that, right?
That's right. That's right.
Listen, that don't smell good. When you walk around with a certain attitude or a certain vibe, it don't smell good. People don't want you around if you acting like that. And people constantly ask, what's wrong, Mo? You that fed up with your life, right? It's that hard. You got a roof over your head. You got food to put in your belly. You got fresh clothes to put on tomorrow. And even if you don't, you got feet. You have hands. You have a heart.
Yes.
Come on.
That's right.
Your life is not the worst. Whatever you're dealing with, listen, there's ways to deal with it. If you're going through struggles of life, because struggles of life are real, but they're necessary. We're here to struggle. We're perfect about what we suffer. So if you suffer, it's not good to suffer by yourself. Go ahead, get some assistance. Talk to somebody about it. Talk to your brothers and sisters. Talk to your aunties and your uncles around here.
Yes.
But respect has to be on board. Morris, listen, I understand. And I'm not knocking what people do in other areas. Our temple is taught in a specific way. In a certain way for a certain reason. Sisters, y'all ain't scared to press brothers' hands. Brothers, we not here to take advantage of any sisters.
That's right.
Listen, the hand press, this is one of our divine symbols.
Islam.
It represents unity.
Come on.
The hand is a miracle.
Yes. That's right, beloved.
Is there anything in the creation all like unto it? It's supposed to be used to stretch to the assistance of thy brothers.
Praise Allah.
Moors, we don't teach that here. We're not afraid to touch people here. Listen, that's carnal. We can't demonstrate that.
That's right.
See, it was deep. I went through an experience with a police officer. Something happened in my area. Police officer came, he showed up on the scene. I reached out my hand. He said, "Oh no, germs." It sat with me for a little while.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, all right, I know exactly what this is." But it sat with me for a little while because you here to protect and serve, right? If I'm bleeding on the street, you gonna tell me something about some germs? Listen, but why we do that to other Moors though?
Come on, let's go.
Somebody stretch it, it changes the vibration. I don't care what your custom is.
Yes.
When somebody stretch out that hand, and you just hit them with a. It changes the vibration. How can I look at you as a brother or a sister if you can't even press my hand? It's weird, Mo. I'm honest. It's weird.
Transparency.
At that point, now I'm not even. I was all excited to see you and everything. Now I'm stuck on this. And I'm like, come on, Mo. That's simple stuff. That goes back to respect.
Fundamental.
Listen, and if you make me aware of your customs when I'm in your ear, praise Allah. I honor that.
Islam.
But you here.
Come on. Let's go.
You here.
Let's go.
And I'm going to teach you what we do. Woo! Respect.
Respect. Fundamentals.
Loyalty to government.
Loyalty to government.
People out here, they want to sit in all the walks of life. I'm always in the Quran. I'm doing what Jesus did. I'm in all the walks of life. I'm getting a little bit from here. I'm getting a little bit from there. We need to be unified.
Let's go. Make it plain.
What self you unifying?
Come on now.
You high or you low?
Wow.
Which one?
Come on.
Because if I'm seeking anything else, listen, loyalty to government is very important.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you loyal to his government? Because he said, I give you everything that it takes to save a nation.
Yes.
Now take it and save yourself.
Absolutely.
Come on. What we demonstrate?
Let's go. Let's go.
What are you searching for?
Islam.
There we go.
I guarantee you, if you sit here, you have everything that you need.
I bear witness.
You've been set up with the easy pass. The
Islam.
prophet has given you everything that you need already. You don't got to stop for no tolls. You roll straight through.
Islam.
You got people still searching for stuff.
There we go.
And then they get caught up. And then when things not going right, then they disappear. Then they embarrassed to come back. Wow, you did that to yourself.
Good teacher.
You work them
You gotta know how to sit still. We want to demonstrate Jesus. We talk about how they want to skip John degree. John lived and rode within the temple gates for 18 years. Some people not even making it past 18 days.
Wow.
Whoa.
Actual
Come
fact.
on.
Actual fact.
Mo.
Mo, the temple is special.
Yes.
The temple is special, especially what we have here. I remember when we didn't have no muftis. We ain't had nobody to get things in order. We ain't had nobody to watch the harmonious vibration.
Islam.
I remember when there wasn't no sister sitting there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Children, what?
Yes, sir.
What you talking about, children? I was representing for the children.
Yeah.
Look at what we got now.
Praise the
Look at what we have now. And you think we're going to play with somebody coming in here wanting something else?
Come on now. Come on now.
I'm going to teach you what we do.
Praise
Yes.
Allah. There we go.
I could be honest in this demonstration.
Yes.
I don't know everything.
Plumb the line.
Praise Allah.
But it's a blessing because I'm in the area where I don't have to know everything.
Islam.
If I don't know, I go to one of my brothers and my sisters and they got it.
Family.
That's the thing. That's what a team is. I'm not breaking out the board and I can't tell you how many molecules are in this atom and how this electron and proton did all. Praise Allah. If that's your demonstration, Grand Sheik, you do your thing. What I can do, I'm going to get real with you, bro. Yeah, I was having some crazy thoughts last week. I had to get my mind together. I had to see myself from a different point. I had to look at what I grew from. I saw myself revert back to old habits. I had to realize, why did I change in the first place? Listen, you have your thing. You have your niche. And we need that. We need that, but you're not expected to be somebody else. Authenticity. That's what it's about. You don't have to front. If you're doing this for somebody else, if you're doing it for man or woman, Grand Sheik, assistant Grand Sheikas, myself, it's not going to work.
That's right. That's right.
That is the palace being built on the surface of the sand. And listen, none of us here forever. So when you're human, that you are setting your standard by, when they stop, when they're not physically here to look at you no more,
Right.
Lord, you could lose your way.
Good teacher. Good teacher.
That's serious.
Good teacher.
I'm speaking from experience. As a sheik in the Moorish Science Temple of America. Listen, I had a high, as we all, many of us who came in contact with my grandfather, we had a reverence for him, a love for him. He was a father of a temple. He looked at you in a certain way and it's like, no, I gotta get this together. If that physical eye not there, what you gonna do?
Come on now.
You think that is not white beyond this plane?
Teach.
So you gonna throw it all out the window because somebody else had to move forward in that journey?
Good teacher.
You can't do it for man. You can't do it for your mate. You're gonna go through struggles. Your mate may say, I ain't coming to the temple. Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna leave? Listen, this is real. Remember, the highest heights are gained by those those who reach the greatest depths.
Teach.
Just because you just joined the Moorish Temple of America, it does not mean you reached your greatest depths.
Islam.
Jesus was told this as he's entering the Adab chamber.
Right.
So, which meant more trials are coming.
Yes, sir.
It's going to get a little tougher than it was.
Yes, sir.
All right, get ready. Get ready. Right now, this is the preparation for what is yet to come.
Good
Islam.
teaching. Good
That's
teaching.
why it's important for us to come.
Good
Yes.
teaching.
That's why it's important for us to utilize the hammer.
Absolutely.
But more praise Allah. This is the
Praise
month
Allah.
Allah, you working more.
Good lesson.
Good
We love
teaching.
it.
At this time, Morris, I'm going to take a reading from the Holy Quran and the Moorish Science Temple of America, Circle 7, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Ali, by the guiding of his Father God, Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father, God, Allah. I'm going over to page 52, chapter 42, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Weakness. And I'm going over to page 53. You know, there's nothing new under the sun, Lewis. I was reading an article earlier, and there was some discrepancy over who created the Serenity Prayer. And some of y'all that been through certain walks, y'all know about the Serenity Prayer, right? But it's in our Quran.
Yes, sir.
It's already in there.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to begin an instruction. 14. Allah hath given thee no good without it admixture of evil. But he who hath given thee also the means of throwing off the evil from it. As joy is not without its alloy of pain, so neither is sorrow without its portion of pleasure. Joy and grief, though unlike, are united. Our own choice only can give them to us entirely. Melancholy itself often giveth delight, and the extremities of joy are mingled with tears. The best things in the hands of a fool may be turned to his destruction, and out of the worst, the wise will find means of good. So blended is weakness in thy nature, O man, that thou hast not strength either to be good nor to be evil entirely. Rejoice that thou canst not excel in evil, and let the good that is within thy reach content thee. The virtues are allotted to various stations. Seek not after impossibilities, nor grieve that thou canst not possess them all. Wouldst thou at once have the liberality of the rich and the contentment of the poor? Shall the wife of thy bosom be despised because she showeth not the virtues of the widow? If thy father sink before thee in the divisions of thy country, can at once thy justice destroy him, and thy duty save his life? If thou behold thy brother in the agonies of slow death, is it not mercy to put a period to his life? And is it not also death to be his murderer? Truth is but one. Thy doubts are of thine own raising. He who made virtues what they are planted in thee a knowledge of their preeminence. Act as thy soul dictates to thee, and the end shall be always right. Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
How the Moors feel?
Moorish, sir.
What's the vibration?
sir.
Who made you? Who made you? Who made you? Praise Allah. This time